Your person is deeply troubled by the extended silence between you over the past few months. They've come to realize that their behavior was extremely selfish, leading to a one-sided connection that left you feeling neglected and unloved. This separation has been a painful period of reflection for them, showing just how much emotional distress they caused you. They now understand that they not only overlooked your needs and feelings, but also left you feeling abandoned, resulting in significant emotional pain. Their sense of guilt is overwhelming, and they are haunted by the awareness of how their actions made you suffer in hindsight. They now see how they failed to appreciate the depth of your love and the sincerity of your affection. This realization has been a harsh awakening, making them confront the selfishness and thoughtlessness that defined their behavior. What strikes them most is how unique and captivating your energy is, not just your physical attractiveness, but something much deeper and more profound. Your gentle, nurturing nature stands out in a world that often feels harsh and indifferent, and they found this quality irresistibly appealing. Your person now recognizes that these qualities are rare and precious, and they deeply regret having taken them for granted. They are profoundly embarrassed by their past actions, how they treated you, ignored your needs and desires, while you invested your heart and soul into the relationship. They now see how inexcusable their behavior was, remembering how you gave them your full attention and affection, more than to anyone or anything else in your life. Instead of reciprocating and valuing your love, they let their ego and pride control their actions, causing you to feel jealous and insecure. The separation has served as a wake-up call for them. They miss everything about you: the warmth of your presence, the comfort of your words, and the way you made them feel loved and valued. They now understand the truth behind the saying that we often realize the value of something or someone only when it's gone or taken away. This has become their painful reality, leaving them consumed by thoughts of what they had and lost due to their own misguided actions and attitudes. Their current state of mind is one of deep contemplation. They spend much time reflecting on the past, thinking about the moments you shared and the unconditional love you offered. They are tormented by the realization that their ego and pride led to the downfall of something truly beautiful. They now understand that their need to feel superior and in control was misguided and destructive. This acknowledgement fills them with profound shame and regret. In their reflections, they also recognize the depth of your patience and the extent of your love. You stood by them, offering support and affection even when they didn't deserve it. This realization intensifies their guilt, as they are ashamed of making you feel jealous and insecure when you gave them your all, unconditionally and selflessly. Your person is now at a crossroads, filled with a deep longing to make amends and a desire to rekindle what was lost. They yearn for the opportunity to demonstrate that they have changed and now truly understand the value of your love and affection. They want to prove that they can be the partner you deserve, one who appreciates and reciprocates your love fully. This period of separation and reflection has been transformative for them, and they are determined to overcome their ego and pride, letting go of the behaviors that led to your separation. They hope that, in time, you might find it in your heart to forgive them and give them another chance to show how much they have grown and how deeply they cherish you. As for fitting in and being accepted by others, You've realized from an early age that it required more than just being yourself. It took a significant effort to be likable and fit in with those around you. I had to constantly mold myself to meet others' expectations, adjusting my behavior, interests, and even my appearance to fit what I believed would make me more likable. The pressure to conform and be the best version of what others wanted was immense and relentless. Every social interaction felt like a test, with the fear of rejection looming if I didn't meet the unspoken standards set by my peers. The weight of this pressure was compounded by the harsh realization that, ultimately, the only person I could truly rely on was myself. While friends and acquaintances offered moments of support, these were often fleeting and conditional. This truth led me to focus primarily on myself, believing that if I could perfect myself according to societal norms, I could finally achieve the acceptance and stability I sought. I craved relief from the pressures and harshness of the world, and as I focused more on myself, I began to see the darker side of this pursuit. The constant need to fit in and excel became overwhelming, leading me to seek an escape from this reality. I turned to various pleasures as a way to momentarily forget the relentless pressures of life. Initially, these pleasures seemed harmless, a way to unwind and find a semblance of happiness. However, over time, they evolved from temporary escapes into habitual patterns that grew increasingly difficult to break. What began as minor indulgences gradually morphed into full-blown addictions. They became an integral part of my daily routine, a crutch I relied on to get through the day. I knew these habits were unhealthy, yet the comfort they provided made it difficult to let them go. Unfortunately, these addictions became a significant part of my identity, and I reached a point where I couldn't imagine my life without them, even though I knew they were detrimental to my well-being. Amidst this turmoil, I met you. From the moment I saw you, there was something different about you that caught my attention. Unlike me, you didn't seem burdened by bad habits or addictions. You lived in a way that was refreshingly natural and organic. You didn't ask for anything unusual or make demands that felt uncomfortable. Your presence was calming, and you stood out from others who were often obsessed with superficial and trivial pursuits. You seemed to exist in your own world, focused and busy, yet serene and beautiful in your authenticity. This stark contrast between you and the other women I had encountered was striking. They often seemed consumed by frivolous desires and erratic behaviors. But you were different. Your groundedness and self-assuredness made you incredibly appealing, like a breath of fresh air in a life that had become suffocatingly routine and predictable. Your authenticity highlighted the artificiality of my own existence, making me acutely aware of the discrepancies in my life. Being around you made me realize that something was profoundly wrong with the way I was living. The addictions and bad habits I had relied on to cope with life's pressures were not solutions, they were symptoms of a deeper issue. Your natural and effortless way of living exposed this truth.